next to me today. We're gonna talk about something. She's an older lady. When it's too late, when it's too soon, when should you text back? When don't? I mean, that's so crazy. There's all a chapter in the new generation that makes no sense at all to me. And the most important part of all, I'll tell you a little later. Meanwhile, let me check on my stream. Time is right. Okay. I want to know the person first on the chat if my voice come through, and we start. Meanwhile, I'm gonna fix some volume here. Here we go. So, dating today, it is so weird. First of all, most of my friends are happily taken. So there is almost nobody I know that need advices with girls. Maybe because most of my friends are Gen Z, sorry, what Gen am I? Gen X. And okay, of course, older generation, they're all done, taken, real men, real women. Nowadays, since the 2000s, people rely a lot on apps to find the girl. You go and open Hinge, Tinder, what else is there? Facebook dating, and for you, yes, I'm talking to you, Grinder. But what? Let me cancel this part. Wait a second. I had to see. TikTok doesn't give me the chat. That's so bad. Okay. It's always a busy one too. Okay, let me cancel TikTok. Okay. We are here. So, which application will you choose and why? I'm telling you, I feel like a little bit, if you go to an app to find someone, you already start in a position of fake. Because on an app, some of the picture that will be modified. The people that they write about themselves, they always write about things that they believe will attract you. You don't see the real person. So let's say instead you go to a library, to a church, and you see the person there Sunday after Sunday, for example, in the church, coming in, always well dressed, always polite, always on time. Most likely it's going to be a good girl for a guy. Same for a girl. If you see the guy there, then try not to do, like pick up girls. That would be good. But imagine how easy it is to stay on a platform and you're just like swiping and swiping, yes, no, yes, no. And then you have a list of people that you're going to try. And it's so weird. Growing up in Italy, I got lucky. I got lucky because I come from a small town that is a vacation place. So summertime, from 20,000 people, we go to 240,000, 250,000 people. It's crazy fill of people that are come there just to get tan and have fun. And they come from all over the places. And they always have fun. So you really have, it's like a candy store. You can pick up any candy you want. So with that much of a choices, then you start to understand um, some parts that you can see. The girl that look like that, it's easier than the girl that look like that. The girl that dress in that way, it's more prone to be open the first night than the girl that is gonna kiss you for 15 days. And they hit you soon. And after a while, you create this path to pick up um, to pick up girls, which is like almost a cheat code. And I invite you, if you never left your little city, to go in vacation somewhere fun and start to see how locals first act, and then, as in everything, just start to imitate them. Pick up someone like your idol and say, "Oh wow, the guy's good. Let me see how he does it." And you see, there is a way. There's like a technique, but online you don't really have a technique. I noticed something stupid actually. Modern is a good place to reading a comment that if I when I open one of these sites for fun and I put I'm a photographer, so I'm a little bit advantage on that, right? Because I can have professional picture taken between my friends, and that's it. You put better picture of yourself. You make yourself a little bit more the perfect lighting, a little bit um, mysterious, and then you cheat code. You put a nice watch. You are in a nice car without showing up the car, but people know, especially girls. They know that you are in a Bentley or in a Rolls, in a Range Rover, and they help extremely much. I try all to like a social experiment with my friends. When I was single for a little bit, I said, you know what? I don't want to have a relationship. So let me try this. I try, what was it? Hinge, Facebook dating, or Tinder. I opened and closed the same day because it was like crazy. It was like so much. I know my girl is going to text me in a second. Mm, but the way you show off yourself on social media, it goes from no click to too many clicks. Depend how you show off yourself. Let's say, um, who did that? They did an experiment. Someone create a fake account with a beautiful picture. Maybe it was AI too, and they say, "I had a problem. I beat my last girl or something like that," and you get so many girls talking about it. So what? You someone that's definitely not a good pick. So the girl look for they want a good guy that will love them and respect them, and then they're attracted by the guy with a tattoo that have a weird past that cannot explain how he make his money. And really, that's how it is. Crazy. Let me see. Let me- You are trouble in a good way. Thank you. um, I also want to remind you that when you chat with me, the comment comes at the real time, but I see it like 15 seconds the delay there is between the live and what you guys see. So, how you will pick up a girl back then? Let's start 17, right? Mm, okay, let's start when you are of age, like in Italy, 18 years old. You are in vacation with your friends, playing the guitar on the beach because that's what you do at night time. You sit down next to the beach, and there is a walkway where everybody's swing by and then say hi, and people just have a you can drink on the street in Italy. Here, just some place you can, but in Italy everywhere. So they may be having a beer or smoking a cigarette, hiding from their parents, because still, then you are like when you live with your family, they are like the boss. Like your mom and your father will tell you what to do. So if they don't want you to smoke, that's where you go to smoke. You go at night time outside, and that's what you do. Yes, women like bad boys. It was like that. And the trouble thing. And I have to say another thing. They like that I am not really. I mean, they like the taken boys because they think, okay, he already went to the selection. Someone took him. That means that he's a good guy. So there is another study that shows that the people that guys that have a ring on, they are being picked more than people that have no ring on, while girls that have a engagement ring on average, got picked up less because men have more moral code on that. Guess what? What else there is? Women think that they can fix the bad boy's fault. Yes, this is another stupid thing. A snake loses skin just to become a bigger snake. So you're not gonna fix nobody. So let's say that this guy have a history of beating their woman. Most likely he's gonna do it to you. And I have the best advice ever for the girls. See how they treat their mom. If they treat their mom good, most likely they're gonna treat you good. If the guy doesn't speak to the mom for months, that's bad. Bad thing. What's your favorite car? My favorite car. I'm gonna have some trouble here. I say, how can you be um, that conservative and don't like a fuel car? I really like my Tesla, but as a favorite of all car, I should say Porsche 911 Turbo. Yeah, yeah, GT3 to exaggerate. Um, yeah, it's so bad that women like bad boys. Why? There must be something that okay, they won't tame a powerful man, right? A tough guy. And then when they tame it, they don't like it no more because it becomes a sheep. So they are attracted by the lion they see, and then they are repulsed by the sheep it becomes. So that's what I think. I think they try to do that, and then when that happen, finish it. Like, okay, I don't want to know more because you didn't have no more the lion you were looking for. You have a sheep now, and then when it become a sheep, it's gone. You agree, Diane? You see? Who else? Mm, in the past, you you know the family too, right? So you know the brother. You know how the family morals are. Then talk about a small city, even here in a big city like Las Vegas. Uh, I hate to say, but when you see an history in the family that doesn't succeed, most likely it's not gonna succeed. I hate to say it, but they are like that. If guy grew up without a father in the house, I don't know. If I like my daughter to date him, that's personal. The one I'm driving currently is the fastest Tesla they ever made, and I love. Even my kids are driving Teslas. I love it, and my fiance. For a man, okay, man, I like to think about a man, someone that can provide a woman to live a comfortable life without needs in exchange for a queen of their castle, so that when he come home, he find a warm house, and a beautiful woman that loves him. Um, if I come back home and your wife is going to work, it's like, hey, I know someone there in the chat. I and you come back home to an empty house, and then you have to go wash the dishes that are in the dishwasher in the washer because nobody did it because she have to go to work or something. It start to become not really the life I expect anybody to live. And just read the Bible and get those points to see, oh wow, makes sense. Because everybody have a space. So, what's his name? Hi. Um, his name mine. My name is Marco. Nice meeting you. I in my story, I have super long relationship in my life, and I always thought that you know that was it. But life happens sometimes, and now I'm in the best time of my life with the most amazing woman I ever met, ever. Um, she she does uh, she does a lot. She's in the chat right now. Is eccentric. A woman might think a, a tough guy will take care of her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Depend how tough you are. Because if you are tough and you are playing with the legality, and then you have to be behind bar, you have to bring oranges and food to him. I don't think it's that tough. Tough guy is the guy that can be tough, but instead he choose peace and hard work. Wakes up in the morning, go to work, provide for the family, and is honest. Because being honest is much more difficult than take shortcuts. That's my thought. Where did you find your girl? Hmm. I should say, in that case, my girl find me, and I'll tell you why. When I was in the last period of my life where I was kind of a little, let's say, a little butterflies, going from flower to flowers. I saw this beautiful woman show up at my coffee place. She was there. She passed by, and I said, "Oh my God, she's so beautiful." And then we ended up sitting close to each other. So I turned next to her and I told her, "Are you a model or something?" And she said, "Yes, why?" I said, "No, I can tell I'm a photographer. So what's your name?" And after that, it was like, I want to see this person again. And she came again to the place. And then we became friends. And slowly with time, um, months, no times, we went out on a date. And then after that, she was mine. Americans needs two incomes now. Years ago, women stay home. I know. But that's another thing. How can I put this together? Two incomes. If a girl can help her man make more, just contributing in stuff that, okay, let's say you have a house, right? By the time that you have a housekeeper uh, and a chef and someone that you have to buy all the food already make, if you can make all the stuff, it's already, going with the family. So I think people forgot how to be um, how to be how to be a woman. You know, everybody think about, okay, I can go from to pass by the fast food and pick up some food, and then what? And then you cook something that it doesn't enrich you in anything, because I understand you are on the street, or on a street, and you are on a drive through because you are going from Las Vegas to Los Angeles and you want to stop. But no, that have to be. And I know many people that do that every night, the same thing. They come back home, eat something, destroyed, they go to bed because what? Because you want to pay for two Mercedes in the driveway. Get two Toyota, but live a better life. Because at the end, the only thing you have is time. And if you don't have time to enjoy, oh, well, forget about it. Do you agree, Scarlett? What is his name? Again, agree, disagree? I'm going to put this comment in the chat. So you guys can scroll, I guess. I'm going to move the microphone on this other side. I want another comment. Yeah, you're right, though. It's so tough right now, especially the last 20 years. I saw so many changes. The salary don't really change that much, but the expense is so much more. I mean, you guys remember what was it to... The fuel is coming down right now, but for example, uh, who eat junk food, right? You go, there was a dollar menu. There's no dollar menu no more in places like fast foods. There used to be, you go to Taco Bell with $3, you eat like crazy. It doesn't happen no more. Your woman is a lucky girl. All you have to do is whisper in my ear, and now I need to stop flirting. No. Hi, Houston, Texas. Actually, that's where my girl was from. Yeah, born. Um, Other difference between Italy and America. In Italy, there is not so many apps that you can really use and stuff. The apps are more for hook up and people that are completely gameless. So you really have to be good guard up when you use one of those apps, because if they are there, it's kind of the last beach, I think. And then you have to do the game, the game of dating. And then I heard the horror story of guys that don't show up the day before. No, actually, the same day of the date, they text and say, I don't feel that good. Maybe because they are just pussies, or just because they are broke and they don't show up. That's hmm. What is the best lesson you learned from your parents' relationship? Okay, for my parents' relationship, there was never one time the in the horizon that they would never split up. So they never put it out there. They never went to bed mad to each other. So I chose to do the same thing. When you have a problem, you talk about it. Otherwise, you don't go to bed. If you have to stay up all night, you stay up all night, but never go to bed mad to each other. And it was kind of weird because in my town, there is no many 24,000 people. There was no divorces that I can remember. Very, very few. And in my family, for example, I was the first one after 13 years of wedding, 12 years of wedding. I was like, the first one divorced. It was pretty crazy. And I still am. Yeah, me, and then after one of my cousins did it. But two in a family of 50 people. So there is no such a thing. Good night, Diane. Good night to you. Anybody want to come to the chat? I'm gonna put the link. So if you guys want to come in, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Maybe you can just pass and copy, and that's it. So you see the link? Is it clickable? Skylar, can you click it to see if it works? Let me know. What kind of man I want for my future daughter to be with. Um, I don't even think about his image. As long as my beliefs, and my belief, I mean, has to be a conservative man and believe in the same religion I believe. And I tell you why. Because, first of all, to be a man, you have to be a conservative. But secondly, to be, you can click it, to be Christian, because I know that the way to paradise is to Jesus Christ. So if you don't believe it, or if you don't believe that he was never born, or if you believe, you cannot just, be blessed by me. That's the way it is. So I will tell her since she was a baby girl that that's the way I believe. Is that be? No, I think that's how it should be. Maximize. How maximize this? Why, Bambola Americana? Do you want to have one with me? One baby girl to shape in it? Well, I change a couple things around, so I'm going to fix some lighting and change this microphone on the other side. Meanwhile, it was nice talking to you. We do this a little bit later. I have to do one podcast in Italian because I got bitched by a few people online that I always speak in English with my very broken English, and it's cannot just be.